Dragonball Super, episode 131. I'm your host, Alex Gray. I am here with Maverick Ace. What's up, Maverick?
What's up?
This is the final episode in the series, and as we always do, we'll be doing our review on storyline, animation, the pluses, the minuses, the antagonists, the protagonists, and our final thoughts. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it. Maverick.
Yeah?
What's going on with you, bro?
Who?
What's going on with you?
Me?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, now let's get into this review. Final protagonist ended up being a surprise. So we have Goku, Frieza, and 17 versus our antagonist, who is
Jiren.
Alright, and looks like pretty even fight. From the last episode, Goku loses Ultra Instinct at the end, gets saved by, looks like Frieza? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright, and then after he got saved by Frieza, 17 and Frieza come up with a plan to, well, kind of play off of each other. I wouldn't even say it was a plan. It looks like Frieza went first, and it was like 17 was picking his shots. What do you think of that first 5 minutes into the episode?
I mean, I think it was very average, but I feel like they're trying to build up to something more. As like they try to build up more excitement into the episode.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a pretty good tag team match, and looks like Frieza was about even with, I would say maybe a tired version of Jiren. And it was a good back and forth. Got some good hits in. Looks like they started to fall to the ground. Frieza taunts Jiren and say, "Oh, your shattered spirit. Looks like you're not so strong after all." Well, referring to, the psychological defeat. But what ends up happening is Jiren got some more left. Stepped on that tail. Put them hands on him. I mean, put them hands on him like, good lord, like, how many combos did he hit him with?
I don't even know. Like, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Then it looks like 17 jumps in when he takes the opening, puts him in the barrier, and hits him with a two-handed ki blast to either side, which brings him down, right? So you got Jiren essentially defeated on his knees. You got Frieza charging up a death beam, talking a lot of trash. Then what happens?
Then what happens is Toppo is trying to cheer him up, or essentially get him hype.
Trying to get him to re-engage. Like, fight ain't over. Don't kneel before an opponent. If you're going to go out like a champ, right?
Yep.
And so Toppo gives a pep talk, says he believes in his power. And what happens next? Well, we always joke about Jiren, the man with the instant what?
Power-ups.
Oh my god, how many power-ups, man? Like, jeez, this guy got no, like, if Saiyans have no limits, then Jiren has no end to power-ups. I mean, power up. So he powers up, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, it's over. But Goku sees that his boy is about to get dead, right?
Yep.
So he jumps in, it looks like with a instant transmission.
Pretty much.
So he helps them with the barrier. And then what's the next part of the plan?
Next part of the plan is basically Goku and Frieza tag teaming on Jiren, and 17 just helping out on the side.
Right. And so essentially Frieza wants to confirm that, hey, if we win this, you're gonna resurrect me. And of course Goku responds with, yeah, keep my promises, I'll resurrect you. So he gets into his head, hey, look, I'm take this guy out with myself. So they're fighting. It gets to a point where they're both falling downward, and Frieza says, hey, look, throw me at this dude. Throws him, grabs Jiren, he takes off going down, and the next thing you know, Goku actually jumps into the fight, also grabs both of them, and then Goku kind of powers up to Super Saiyan 1, I guess. He didn't have a lot of energy left, and Frieza had lost his golden form like 7 minutes into the episode, so
Really?
he was in fighter form. And they pushed Jiren out of the arena, and from there, I think what we're looking at is trust versus power, and those are the two different philosophies. Jiren did not trust anybody because of his previous losses and defeats by his nemesis, and so he gained and attained a lot of power by himself, so he didn't trust people, didn't need people. But the Universe 7 really trusted each other to help them achieve their goal, which is to eliminate
Every universe.
pretty much. So, give me your thoughts on this episode.
I mean, it was a really good episode. I mean, the story was really good. So was the animation, some of the best things I've seen from Super. And yeah, I mean, look, it was a really good episode.
So, what would you give the story? Scale of 1 to 10.
A scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10.
Alright, what would you give the animation? Scale of 1 to 10.
A 10.
Alright, and for a final episode, though, what was it exciting? Was it predictable? Was it unpredictable? And what would you rate it? Was it exciting? Let's go with that.
It was exciting to me,
Uh-huh.
and it was kind of predictable at the same time.
Alright,
Because,
expound on that.
I mean, it would kind of be obvious to resurrect all of the universes, because that way, if you're going to bring back the series, you're going to have more story added to the series.
Right.
And you're going to have more dialogues with other characters and more story added onto that. And
More storylines, more universes, more characters to play with. Okay. So, I mean, but were you disappointed in the wish? Because it seems like the apprehension with adding Frieza at the end was that if he wins the tournament, what is he going to wish for, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the emperor of the universe. He's evil. But looks like they added into the wish that if there was a unjust or unvirtuous wish, they were going to erase anything anyway. So that really was never an issue. We didn't know that as the audience, but Frieza winning wouldn't have done anything either way. Just because the Omni Kings were like, yeah, if he would have wished for like, oh, let me be king of everything, they wouldn't have granted it. So you caught something interesting with the English dub as far as the wording. You want to expound on that when we were looking at it?
Yeah, I mean, I found something interesting, and probably some of you out there have found this too. I mean, like, when the Grand Priest was saying the wish to Super Shenron, all the dialogue in it as he was saying it was placed backwards. So you could read it backwards and see what he's actually saying. So that was pretty interesting to me, because his wish, like when he was saying the wishes, it was backwards.
Right. And so essentially what you're referring to is when he was saying the wish to Super Shenron, the wish was, please restore all the destroyed or erased universes, but it was written backwards. So it was a pretty good catch. I didn't notice that the first time we viewed it. Okay, so what are your final thoughts on the episode, and are you excited for the new trailer for the movie?
My final thoughts on the episode was that it was a really good episode. I mean, like, I don't really know if it was a good closer, but I mean, it was a really good episode.
Did it feel like the ending of a series, or did it just feel like another episode?
It just felt like another episode to me.
I mean, they didn't really. I mean, they ended the tournament, and everybody went back like directly to their life, but it was almost like it was the next day. You kind of see Goku and Vegeta at the very end, rekindling their rivalry. What do you think about Ultra Instinct?
Ultra Instinct was really cool, but insanely overpowered.
That's right. It's OP, right? It's a very OP. So I think they had to add some drama by making him lose it at the very end. And of course, these guys hold on to a win way too long. Like, if you got a guy down, you need to go ahead and kick him out. But they never do. They got to take 26 seconds to say, let me tell you why I beat you. And this is how I beat you. Then this is how I'm going to beat you next. It's like, well, you just knocked the man out of the doggone ring. That's what we kept waiting on. Not going to happen in Dragon Ball. And then it seems like Ultra Instinct will not be making a reappearance. What you think?
I mean, I hope it does. But, I mean, like, if it doesn't, then Whis is going to have to, like, re-teach it to him or something, probably. If it doesn't, then, well, it doesn't.
Well, it seems like he accidentally got into the form and can't remember exactly how to get back into it. Kind of like Gohan with the Ultimate form. Had to have Piccolo retrain him how to regain it. Maybe he can retrain with Whis how to regain Ultra Instinct. But, you know, I think the level of threat has to meet the need for Ultra Instinct. So if there's not that high level of threat, he can probably work with Blue. But if he's in his regular Blue with Kaioken times 20, that means that Vegeta is actually superior to Goku. If Goku can't go back into Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, because
Vegeta's new his new evolution, Blue, seems to be on par higher than Goku's, at least Kaioken times 20. But, you know, that's just something we can debate about in the comments below. Any other final thoughts, sir?
I mean, my other final thoughts was, I mean, at least 17 got to get that cruiser that he wanted for his family.
That's nice, right? Would you like to have a big yacht like that?
I sure would.
17 got them yacht dreams, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Well, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We're providing more content on some other topics like movies, comics, more anime. Got to get back on that Voltron too. Got to put Voltron back in here. So all that stuff is coming. Want to give a shout out to one of our friends of the show, Ty Hackett. Please comment in the comments below, sir. Talk to you later. Thanks, guys.